Corey continues.
Yes.
With a question for the both of us.
Okay.
Do you believe that black comedians make strong, great leading men in movies?
Mm-hmm.
I ask this because I think about how Bernie Mac could pull that feat off with his wit and charm. I would say Eddie Murphy too, but his ego can sometimes get the best of him, and he can come off as not so charming in moments. Do I believe that black comedians can make strong leading men? I mean, it's like all comedians. Some comedians could, some comedians couldn't, you know. Bernie Mac, honestly, you know, you're saying Bernie Mac could, but I can only really think of 2 movies where Bernie Mac is kind of like the lead or co-lead, and I think he's just okay in those.
So I'm thinking about, was it Mr. 500?
Mr. 500, and then there's
okay.
the remake of Guess Who's Coming to Dinner? Guess Who?
Oh, and I hate Guess Who.
And then he is also with
Samuel Jackson in Soul Men.
Soul Men. And I saw that. I barely remember that movie, but I remember him like he's just all right. Just all right. Yeah. See, I don't know if I see Bernie Mac like Bernie Mac. I don't know if I see as a leading man on movies, television, of course,
right?
But movies is a different energy.
I mean,
because I'm thinking like she says Eddie Murphy can pull it off.
Look,
Damon Wayans pulled it off. Jamie Foxx pulled it off. Richard Pryor, of course.
Eddie Murphy is a freak of nature. I think calling Jamie Foxx a comedian is amazingly reductive. Like Jamie Foxx is just everything.
Okay, but he was a comedian though.
No, that's what hit first.
Okay, but Eddie Murphy hit first as a comedian.
No. But Eddie Murphy, I think the baseline of Eddie Murphy is comedian.
Okay, yeah.
Like he plays at music.
Okay.
And he, you know.
So you're saying like if you ask Jamie Foxx probably what his baseline would be.
I'm saying that there are parallel universes to the left and right of us where Jamie Foxx hit as an actor
first.
And then there's a parallel universe right on the other side where he hit as a singer.
Okay.
You know, Jamie Foxx can just do everything.
Okay.
I mean, you're going, but he can. Jamie Foxx sings better than 90% of the people on this planet. He plays instruments like, you know, you might not like what he does, but you can't say he can't sing.
No, okay.
Right.
Okay.
Damon Wayans, besides The Last Boy Scout, you know, I guess he's the lead of we were just talking about Bamboozled.
He's the lead of Bamboozled.
All right, I'll give you Damon Wayans. And Damon Wayans is a comedian. Mm-hmm. So we got Eddie Murphy, Damon Wayans, that
Martin
you
Lawrence.
and I both agree on.
He was. I mean, say what you want about Martin Lawrence.
You're right, Martin Lawrence. Right, like I don't like his shtick, but everybody else does. Yeah.
Say what you want about Chris Rock.
Oh, I don't think Chris Rock is a good lead at all, and I
don't think he's a good lead.
Yeah, and I think every single amalgamation of criticism around Chris Rock as lead throughout his career has kind of said that. Like everything always lands on Chris Rock is not a good lead.
So with that in mind, circling back to
and just to clarify, to compare Chris Rock to Martin Lawrence, like I personally do not like Martin Lawrence as a lead, but I think the sort of collected opinion of criticism is that he works as a lead.
Okay.
Whereas Chris
is
Rock,
where I was going to go.
I also don't like Chris Rock as a lead, but I think if you look at the collected criticism,
is that he
that is
he
the
doesn't
consensus.
Work. The consensus is that he doesn't work. Okay, and that's why I was going to circle back to Martin Lawrence on that point. Okay, so who else is there? I mean, Richard Pryor,
and even that's sort of
Richard
case
Pryor
by case,
very very case by case. Bill Cosby,
another freak of nature. Like, ooh, Bill Cosby and Eddie Murphy can do everything.
So
So controversial.
Bill Cosby, Eddie Murphy,
Jamie Foxx.
They're the freaks of nature.
Right, the three freaks. Yeah, they can probably juggle, do card tricks.
Okay.
They're ambidextrous. Like, sure, all right, fine.
All right. So that leaves us to Kevin Hart.
I can't really judge Kevin Hart.
I think Kevin Hart kind of fits in the Martin Lawrence vein.
People like him.
He seems to work. The consensus is that he works as a lead.
The consensus is that Kevin Hart works.
Right. Now, I don't think he necessarily is a strong lead, because I think he basically does Kevin Hart, and you just cast around it, which is what you do with Martin Lawrence.
Right.
I think he's maybe a little bit more giving of a performer than Martin Lawrence was.
Right.
So I'll give him that. But I don't think Kevin Hart, admittedly, he's not given the opportunity, or he hasn't taken the opportunity. I don't know how dramatic he could get. I've seen him be melodramatic.
I have watched one episode, and maybe this is saying more than I want to say, that I've only seen one episode. But that show, what is that?
Netflix
True
show.
Story with him and Wesley Snipes.
The Netflix show, yeah.
I didn't think it was bad.
The show was bad.
Now, I didn't think it was good enough that I've watched more than one episode.
You probably, which was the first episode.
Yeah.
The same one I watched.
Yeah.
Right.
So I feel like maybe it's there.
Maybe. So maybe it's just a matter of getting the work. Getting the script.
Look, my Kevin Hart thing. I feel like Kevin Hart doesn't stretch. Like, I feel like it's something there, but, the money is in these movies. Hey, look at me.
The money's in these projects.
Look at me. I'm a little guy, and I've got this annoying voice.
Hey.
If The Rock is free, we can throw him in there. I'm a little guy. He's a big guy. Isn't this hilarious?
Can't get The Rock, get Ice Cube.
Isn't this hilarious? I'm a little guy. He's a big guy.
Laughter ensues.
Laughter ensues. I'm going to be real spastic.
Hey.
Hour and 45 minutes.
20 million.
20 million.
I can't be mad at it.
Did I mention I'm a little guy?
I believe you said that once or twice.
Yes. He actually has a commercial and I don't even know what he's at, it's because it's like Kevin Hart, God bless that man, make your money. But like the whole commercial was him trying to reach for the top shelf in the supermarket.
I think I saw that commercial.
It's like, right. You're a little guy. I don't know if you've mentioned that.
Are you okay?
Yes.
I didn't mean to trigger you.
I get frustrated.
Why?
I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed.
Why?
I feel like he could do more.
You know what? Here's the thing I will say about Kevin Hart. Could he maybe do more? Sure. But I think he's taking the projects. I think he's being a little bit more selective lately. But he's taking the projects that people are putting in front of him.
Sure.
He's signed those checks. And what I will say he's also doing is he gives other people opportunities.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of writers, other comedians.
That is part of what frustrates me. Like, I feel like there's something there. Because I think the type of person that does that has this sort of interiority, kind of this thoughtful. Like, I feel like there's thoughtfulness there.
Yeah, but I think that thoughtfulness that you're seeing, I don't think he's inclined to, and I can't be mad at him, to necessarily put that on full display on the screen, because I don't think his first thought is to be some great thespian like that. Sure. I think his greatest fault is to be a great comedian.
All right.
But that thoughtfulness he puts behind the scenes and how he gives people jobs and opportunities.
All right. Well, there you go.
So I cape for Kevin Hart.
All right. Philly. Standing up for Philly.